So as far as an international experience, I don't think you could do much better in the country as far as Washington, D.C.
So what do you think about that idea, D.C. as a destination for our West Virginia students to get an international experience?
Yes, I think that is a wonderful idea. If you can't come to the country because of circumstances, everything going on in the world, DC would be a great substitute because you really can get an essence for the people, how they live day to day, the food, the culture, everything. There's so many welcoming groups here. Like, even though this is not their country, they will treat you like you just stepped into theirs. I mean, it's a wonderful experience for people. Wonderful.
Back home, we don't have a lot of diversity, but on campus, we do have a lot of international students, and I do bond with them. But that's still limited to just the ones who decide to come to our school. Here, you can see about every other person is from a different background.
Here in DC, it's not just people from the U.S., it's people from all over. It's almost like it's not a part of the U.S. Of course it is, it's a region here, but you don't just get one culture.
Tell me some of the things that have been the highlights of the trip so far.
The highlight of the trip for me is just the diversity. Coming from Southern West Virginia and coming to a town where you see so many different groups of people, just in general, is an opportunity that I think would help all of our students. And then, of course, we have gone to several different museums and restaurants and just experience different cultures. And that's something that is really needed in Southern West Virginia.
Why does it excite you to see this kind of diversity, this kind of multiculturalism?
I just love different people, different nations, learning their culture, language, and I don't want to always be around the same people all the time. I want to learn their backgrounds and ethnicities and nationalities and how they eat, talk, breathe, just their lives in general, how they got here, why, what was the situation or reasoning.
You walk around, you hear different languages spoken all over the place. The food here, the variations in cultural food is wonderful. We have a lot of diplomats from other countries. I think it was over 200 embassies.
Seeing all the different cultures and different things, we don't really get that too much in Bluefield, especially Southern West Virginia. So seeing all the different cultures and restaurants, and I love eating. And people, dressing, everything. It's been real enjoyable. I really loved it.
What did you think about the Ethiopian restaurant experience?
I thought at first I was a little nervous because I wasn't sure what I was getting into, but I thought the food was amazing, totally delicious, and just the concept of eating with your hands and not using your left hand, and just the whole experience was great.
We actually had the great opportunity to visit the State Department, visit some Foreign Service officers, which was, at least for me and my personal experience, was absolutely phenomenal. As I want to be a part of the Foreign Service one day. It's almost like a one of a kind experience, as in, not a regular citizen gets to go visit the State Department and get the clearance that we had.
And as far as international opportunities, we had visited the State Department. They were giving a lot of information about career opportunities within the State Department, different avenues that you could take within that.
And what did you think about the visit to the State Department?
Now, that was very educational. I didn't know that there were so many opportunities, really, and not just going abroad, but actually being able to work here and being remote too. There's a lot of great opportunities there. It has me excited.
DC, it's full of intercultural exchange of all these diplomats, consular officers, and world leaders that you just wouldn't see in average America. So I think it's definitely an eye-opener for students of West Virginia to come here, learn about the opportunities. They have never heard about the Gilman, the Fulbright, and the Critical Language Scholarship. But anything to do with international policy, international studies occurs here in the DC area, as in the embassies are here, these diplomats, these international workers that come here not just to make a life for themselves here, but to make things happen for themselves. It's important to come here because this is where I would say the magic happens.